Imagine this. You read voraciously books, articles, essays, absorbing ideas like a sponge. Yet days later, the knowledge slips through your fingers like smoke. The words dissolve, leaving only a vague imprint, a ghost of understanding. How is it possible to consume so much and retain so little? Here's the unsettling paradox. The more you read, the less you remember. The mind, that infinite vault, becomes a sieve. Why? Is it a flaw in your memory, or is something deeper at play? What if forgetting isn't passive, but a silent rebellion of the mind against the tyranny of information? Carl Jung once warned of the shadow of knowledge, the unintegrated ideas that haunt us, half digested. Are you truly reading, or merely scanning symbols, mistaking recognition for mastery? The question isn't how to remember, but why you forget. And the answer will unravel everything you thought you knew about learning. The real enemy isn't forgetfulness, it's passivity. Your mind discards what it doesn't need, what doesn't resonate. Friedrich Nietzsche saw this. All things are subject to interpretation. Whichever interpretation prevails at a given time is a function of power, not truth. You remember only what shakes you, what forces its way into your inner world. The rest? Noise. Modern society worships speed, skimming, scrolling, consuming without digestion. Aldous Huxley foresaw this. A dystopia, not of censorship, but of distraction, where truth drowns in irrelevance. Your brain, wired for survival, filters out the unessential. But what if the unessential holds the key to transformation? Jung called it individuation, the slow, painful integration of knowledge into the self. Most reading is mere accumulation, not assimilation. You collect thoughts like stones, never building. The deeper question, are you willing to let words change you? Or will you remain a ghost in the library of your own mind? The trap is set. The way out? That's where the rebellion begins. What happens when knowledge becomes ephemeral? A silent erosion takes hold, not just of memory, but of self. Like a ship shedding weight to stay afloat, your mind jettisons unclaimed ideas, leaving you paradoxically full of information, yet empty of wisdom. Viktor Frankl warned of this existential vacuum. Man's search for meaning is the primary motivation in his life, but what meaning can exist in a mind that cannot retain its own thoughts? Neurologically, the brain reinforces only what you use. Unapplied knowledge fades, not because you are incapable, but because modern culture conditions you toward consumption, not mastery. Cognitive biases, like the illusion of competence, trick you into believing recognition equals understanding. You underline passages, nod in agreement, yet fail to notice. You are performing the act of learning, not embodying it. The consequence? A fractured intellect, a library with no catalog. You quote Nietzsche without his depth, reference Jung without his shadows. The words remain, but the world they were meant to reveal slips away. This is the silent crisis. And the escape demands more than technique. It demands revolution. The first law of memory is this: you do not truly know something until it has rewritten you. Passive reading is an act of surrender, but active engagement is rebellion. Schopenhauer demanded that books be chewed, not swallowed. So how do you turn words into blood and bone? Begin with ruthless selectivity. Not all books deserve your mind's labor. As Seneca warned, to be everywhere is to be nowhere. Choose works that demand something of you, then interrogate them. Write in margins, argue aloud. Let ideas clash like opposing armies. Nietzsche didn't highlight passages. He wrestled with them, leaving his books scarred with furious annotations. Next, for synthesis. After reading, close the book and speak the core idea as if teaching it to a phantom listener. This is Jung's active imagination applied to learning. You don't possess knowledge until you can recreate it from your own depths, Finally, and most radically, stop reading so much. Depth drowns in breadth. Let a few great works infiltrate your psyche until their rhythms become your own. This is how thinking becomes being. The rebellion isn't against forgetting. It's against the illusion that consumption equals growth. Now, the hardest truth awaits. Here is the secret at the end of the labyrinth. Memory is not retention, it is resurrection. What you truly remember lives not in your mind, but in your marrow. Jung understood this when he wrote, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." Every idea that alters you is a thread rewoven into your being. The ultimate act of memory is alchemy, transforming leaden words into golden insight. This demands suffering, the friction of thought against thought, the unbearable weight of slow comprehension. Most flee from this labor, mistaking highlights for epiphanies. But you must become the crucible. When Nietzsche proclaimed, "Become who you are," he revealed the final truth. You remember only what you have lived. So read less. Read dangerously. Let books scorch you. Now, close this page. Walk away. And see what refuses to leave you. That is the only reading that matters.